Hi, in this video we'll look at IELTS Academic Writing Part 2. Watch this video till the end to know the theory of Writing Task Part 2 of IELTS. In the next video, we'll look at a completed example including planning. I'll first give you an introduction of that, and then we'll look at the strategies on how to answer the question. This is normally a 250 word essay that you're supposed to produce on any topic. These are all general, everyday topics that people will know about, will be able to speak about, write about. You have to write a minimum of 250 words. Aim for 280, you will be in the comfort zone, because if you write less than 250, you lose your marks. You'll get low score. Right. They normally ask one of the 5 different kinds of questions. One would be to give your opinion. Then it could be about stating the advantages or disadvantages. Or maybe it's a problem solution question. It could be a 2-part question. The question will have 2 parts. You have to answer both the parts. The 5th is there could be a question with 2 different viewpoints, and you have to answer both the views. You have to complete this whole thing in 40 minutes. Let's look at the strategy involved in that. First is you will have to understand the question. What it means is, as you read the question, underline the key points. That will give you a clearer picture of the question. You will notice in most of the questions, there'll be 2 natural components. In some, there'll be 3 also. We'll look at the importance of these natural components in a bit. Now let's look at the structure of this essay. Any essay will have 3 parts: the introduction, the main body, the conclusion. This is a feature of a paragraph, of a presentation, of an essay, everything. A report, everything. These are the 3 natural components. Now let's look at each of these 3 components. First is the introduction. In the introduction, you'll have to write 2 sentences. I'm doing a bit of micromanagement here, but this is going to be very useful for you. 2 sentences. One, you paraphrase the question. That will tell the examiner that you've understood the question, and you can paraphrase 1 brownie point, or maybe 2. Second is you present your position. If it's an opinion, you say, I believe, and you give your opinion. In my view, in my opinion, use a lot of chunks for these things, any one of those. Before we go to the main point, I'd like to come to the conclusion. The conclusion will have just 1 sentence, and you say, in view of the above, and you restate your position. That's all there is to the conclusion. Now, these 2 simple points out of the way, we'll focus on the main body. Like I said, depending on the question, you will have 2 or 3 paragraphs. So each paragraph will have a topic sentence, which will again be apparent from the question itself. So you start the paragraph with a topic sentence. It should be a simple sentence. Very simple. Subject, verb, object, period. SVO. Then you answer a why question on that. Give an explanation, give some examples. That will cover 1 paragraph. About 4 to 6 sentences in the first paragraph. Similarly for the second paragraph. This is going to be the same for both the paragraphs. So we are looking about 8 to 10 sentences in these 2 paragraphs. Maybe even 12 sentences. I prefer about 12 sentences, 4 to 6. So 8 to 12 sentences. Plus 2 in the introduction, 1 in the conclusion. That finishes your essay. You will very easily be able to write more than 250 words. You can follow this broad strategy for all 5 types of questions. Now let's take a look at one example. And one last word, practice a lot. The more you practice, the better you will feel in the examination center, at the test center.